Stan Gibilisco here, proprietor and operator of amateur radio station W1GV, Whiskey 1 Golf Victor. The date, December 15, 2013. The time, 2:19 p.m. Mountain Standard, or 2119 Zulu. Brought to you from the Black Hills of Dakota Territory, United States of America on a Sunday afternoon. What you're seeing here and hearing is the phase shift keying frequency part of the band on 20 meters, 14 megahertz. And as you can see, there's signals, and as you can also see, there is plenty of noise, human-made noise. This has been relentless in the past couple or 3 weeks. It used to be that I got a break on 20 meters from this noise. This is a noisy QTH. Really frustrating. There's some signals, of course. Let's listen on 18 megahertz. 18068, that's where it starts. There's a good signal right there. I should expect that the bands will be open all the way up through 10 meters. They have been lately, but I actually haven't checked today. Here's some sideband. My antenna is optimized for 14 megahertz, but I can force feed it on the higher bands. I can't force feed it below 14 megahertz, so for the time being I'm kind of stuck. And as winter comes down, I am wishing more and more that I could get onto the lower frequency bands, particularly 40 meters. I do have room for a 40 meter dipole here, but I'm reluctant to put up a permanent antenna because of the lightning in the summer. In the winter, of course, that's rarely a problem. I'm not hearing anything. Now there's phase shift keying, though, so the band is open. It's just that people aren't using CW on it, and I think that's a pity. Notice that the noise is quite a lot lower here. I've been getting a break now on 21 megahertz. Now, 76 kilohertz above the bottom of the 20 meter and 15 meter ham bands, you will find this mode. Sounds like slow multiple frequency shift keying, and it has a rather arcane name. It goes by several names. A kind colleague in Europe told me what it is. You can also read about it in the ARRL handbook. It is a synchronous mode, so you need to have your computer synchronized with a time standard such as WWV in order to take advantage of this, but they claim that it can provide up to a 10 dB signal-to-noise advantage over CW itself and the human ear. So we've actually come up with a machine that can outdo the human ear, supposedly. I would like to try this mode, but basically the bottom line is I'm too lazy to work out a way to get my computer synchronized by time. And I don't want to do it on the internet. I don't want to rely on that infrastructure. I'd rather do it with WWV. I'm a little bit of a purist that way. But I guess there's no such thing anymore as completely infrastructure-free operation unless you have batteries and use your radio on battery power. Then, even if an asteroid hits, and there's 2 ham radio operators on opposite sides of the world, and this band, say 24 megahertz, happens to be open, and they can string up some wires to trees, run their radios off batteries, and with 5 or 10 watts they can talk to each other, even if there isn't anybody else on the whole planet except them and their radios. Until their batteries go dead, of course. Unless they've got solar panels to recharge them with. So this band is open also, and I'm not surprised. There's, I wonder if this is the 10-meter contest weekend. I know they have it in December, and I could never figure out why. Why not have it in something like July or August, or even May or September, when the band is in better shape? But I guess it's in good enough shape right now. Listen to all those signals. So it really wouldn't prove a whole lot for me to contact any of these people. Because I'm pretty sure I could. I could force feed this antenna and do it. Just whenever I hear 10 meters hopping like this, I wonder, do they have a 6-meter contest? Just a 6-meter contest. Just like the 10-meter one, except on 6 meters. Right around maybe the time of the equinoxes, when trans-equatorial sporadic E can take place on this band. Why not have a 6-meter contest? Maybe they do. I guess I just haven't really checked. But if anything would test this band out, this would. This would. This would do it. Now, for all I know, this band is open, but there's just nobody here. That's probably a birdie. They used to have beacons on this band. I think maybe they still do up around here in Mexico. I don't recall exactly where I heard that beacon. But anyway, this band is not really doing all that great. Finally, take a listen on the Chaos Band. That's channel 11 right here, 27.085. I'm gone. Were you ever here? Sounds like reverb on there. You know that audio reverb effect that used to be kind of all the rage in the... Wow, listen to that jargon. You can't... That's English, but... I think that's kind of neat, though. It's kind of retro. I mean, it kind of goes back to the... This guy's actually talking real English about real stuff. He's going to the doctor to get a checkup or something. Well, I use this Chaos Band down here primarily as a beacon headquarters, so I can actually find out whether the frequency bands up here are open. Because sometimes there's nobody on 10 meters even when the band is open. But that sure isn't true right now. Maybe I will get on here. I'll get off this video thingy and get on the air and make some contacts. Or maybe I'll go outside and get some fresh air. We got the best air up here in the Black Hills. That's one of our best kept secrets. Almost never polluted, except when we have forest fires. And that's not too often. Certainly not now. Stan Gibilisco from the Black Hills of Dakota Territory, United States of America, W1GV saying 73. And so long.